Hello boys, it's Skeem here, and today I present you the Cactus, a cheap 4 to 6 man snowball base meant for short wipes or chads who don't want to farm a lot in just PvP. This base is everything you'll need with a great shell, anti-siege compound, and much more. So with no further ado, let's get into the tour.
For a couple of hours, such a beautiful day.
But quickly, just want to say, I'm my own Discord with a nice building community, all there to help each other improve and have a good time. So if at any point in the video you have problems with the base, you can ask for help there or in the video comments. We also offer some services such as coaching, bases, thumbnails, and cinematics. So if you like what I do or you want to join the community, check out the Discord link in the description. Alrighty, let's get into the tour of the Cactus now. So starting up at one of our 4 external TCs, you'll see it shift slightly to the left. The reason for that is for anti-siege. You might be asking, what is anti-siege? Anti-siege is when raiders come to your externals and they blow it up like this, and they will blow up your external TC, just like so, and then they'll try and place their own. They won't be able to though, because you have anti-siege. You might be asking, why would they want to place their own TC? Because if they place their own TC, they will get full control of your wide gaps, everything like that, stopping you from being able to seal your base and giving them control to basically build a fob right here and like mess you up. And that's what siege raids are. And it's also a lot better in case they're trying to grief you or anything like that. So they can't place the TC no matter how hard they try. And you might be asking, wait, but then I can't replace my own external TCs. If we go out here to your anti-siege disconnectable module, we can simply go right here, do this, and that will disconnect these frames. Once those frames are disconnected, if we come back to our external TC, we can nicely replace it just like so. And then coming over here, we can reconnect our anti-siege module just like that. It's as simple as that. That's how you do the anti-siege. Works very nice, and it's pretty needed on any like medium group bases nowadays. Anyways, let's get into the tour of the base now. So coming into one of our 2 gatehouses, we can come in right here. We have some beautiful Patrica peaks that give you great visibility outside of the base for breach peaks and interior compound furnace wall. These are very nice to kill any raiders hugging your compound walls, or once they blast those walls and are entering your compound, it gives you great peaks onto them. Heading into here, you'll see this is a very nice thing. It gives a peek straight into your gatehouse if any raiders are in there. If we run around here and go onto this, we can shoot any raiders that are inside of our gatehouse very nice and hold that, because we don't want raiders to be abusing our gatehouses. Hopping up here, we have one of our 4 compound turrets that one alone holds the furnace very nice and gives you great compound turret coverage. Very good, very nice. We can run around the compound. It's pretty nice and open. We got a beautiful furnace wall here. This is our little anti-siege segment, just like so. And we can run around the compound. It's pretty simple. It repeats around the entire thing, and it's just very good. It's a very good module here and works perfect. We run around and enter to one of our 2 entrances to go into the base. We have one on this side and one on the opposite side. We can hop up through here with a nice little G-door path going all around. We can enter our shell, or you go to some mobility going up. We'll get to that later. Going down into here, here is our beautiful shell. That's pretty standard 4x4 shell in here. Got great turret coverage on each side, one over there and one over here. And if we jump up here, we have a peak that holds our front door. So if raiders are door pathing, we can nicely hold it very good. And we can run around here with our beautiful shell. We got some drop boxes here. And it also works as a peak. If raiders blast those walls, you can shoot at them, and they will still have to blow this wall because you have this here, creating another additional layer of honeycomb. Here we got some beautiful Patrica peaks using these bamboo peaks. They're very nice, I love them, and it gives you some great peaks into your shell without needing much there. So if raiders are, let's say, on that side and you just sit here, you can get easy Patrica peaks onto them. We can hop up and around here, where we can have a little hidden battery spot here with lots of box storage and another turret. And this simply wraps around the entire shell, just like this. And it's a pretty nice shell, pretty standard, and it works great. Here we have another one of these shell peaks on the opposite side. Some great peaks just like that. Nice little Patrica with the bamboo. I love them. Hopping up here, we can go into our starter, which is our Snowball starter here. We got everything we're going to need in here. We got a beautiful bunker right here. I'll show you how it works in just a second. If we fly down in here, you can see our starter, very nice and cozy. And we can simply break our bunker and replace it for breaking that. And if we place this shelf, and we can replace the staircase just like so, the bunker is back up and sealed. Hopping up here, we can go around, going up to our 3rd floor. We have some nice box storage, some boxes, and we can go into our inner peaks area. You have mobility through the center to your inner peaks, and then 2 on these sides over there. On our inner peaks, we have some very nice peaks going back into the shell here. Very good. And we have 1 on each corner of the base, giving you great angles into your shell. And also out of your shell. If you hop up here, you can see we have some very nice breach peaks. These are perfect for any early game raids, as it works as basically like an early game shooting floor, giving you some great angles outside of your base and into your furnace wall and everything like that. So you can go from killing raiders in here and jumping up here and killing them outside of your base. It works great. Here we have a nice little bedroom with a locker, and we got 2 more turrets that hold this floor. Very nice. We have 1 here and then 1 all the way on the opposite side. That's this, and we have some center mobility, and we got some ankle biters here to retake this floor. And if we hop onto this bamboo shelf, we can go up to our 3rd floor. This is a pretty nice mobility thing, as well as we can have a shotgun shop right there. Why we have this here is if you're getting top down early game, you can simply seal it off just like this, and now raiders have to go through that wall. You can stall, or if you, let's say, kill 3 raiders in here and you're shooting at them, boom boom boom, you kill them, their rockets are here, they're top downing you, you can just quickly seal it, and now they can't get back to their bodies, buying you a lot of time. Hopping up through here, excuse me for that, I don't know what happened there. We can run around. This is our little shooting floor area. You can put whatever you want here, lots of boxes, beds, whatever. You can make this into a mini open core if you want by just spamming boxes here with shelves, stuff like that. We come here, we got nice little bedrooms with some lockers, and we got roof mobility. And going here, we can go into our shooting floor. The shooting floor in this base is perfect, getting held by 2 turrets that cover the entire shooting floor very nicely. We can have a little run around. We got great downwards peaks around this entire shooting floor, going out and in towards your base. Perfect for holding any furnace wall peaks or anything like that. Here we have this. These are mainly for taking heli, and you can pick up the windows when you want to take heli, but keep windows on them because it makes your shooting floor too open. Hopping up here, we have some nice little broodless peaks going out of your base, giving you some great angles. And we also have some beautiful roof retakes. This shooting floor is just a full ring, and it's moduled on every side of the base. And you won't need any more peaks than this. The peaks are absolutely perfect coming off of this shooting floor, and they work great in online raids. Going through here, we can go up to our roof through our roof mobility. We have some very nice ankle biters, letting an ankle bite anybody up there. And hopping up here, we can go into our roof with some great visibility here, and we can open this door, entering our roof. Our roof is pretty simple here, not much to it. You guys can feel free to throw your own spin on the roof, but coming here, we got some great little downwards peaks towards anybody down there. Gives you some very nice angles around here. You'll look, perfect angles to anybody outside of your compound. Hopping up here, we have some little long-range broodless peaks as well. We have full 360 auto turret coverage around this entire roof, and the roof is super simple. There's not much to it. We got some great downwards peaks here. Oh, very nice, and we have some outwards right over there. And that is basically the entire base. We got loads to it. It's beautiful. I love building it. Let's say when I'm trying to either have a short wipe or if I'm snowballing with a 4-man. We love to build this base because we build it first day and then we get some great onlines. Anyways, with no further ado, let's get into the tutorial of how to build the cactus. Okay, so now let's get onto the tour of the cactus. We're going to start with the basic 2x2, just like so. Wall this segment in and place 2 half walls right here, or the bunker will not work. You can upgrade this all to whatever you would like. I'm not going to be showing upgrades throughout this video. It's going to be all based on you guys. Once you do that, the 2 half walls being right there, just place a TC snug in the back corner like that, and you can place your twig frame just like so. And you want to wall all of this in. You can go here, place your jump up just like so. Into the left here, these are the half walls right above them. Place a doorway, and you can wall this all in. Make a little shelf just like that right above, and then roof it in just like so. And then we can place our door right there. Going into the starter now, I'll show you how I like to decorate it. This is the normal bunker, just like so. Come in here, mix the table locker, little bamboo shelf, boxes, just like so. Make sure you don't upgrade this because breaking that is how you break the bunker. Coming out of our starter though, we're going to want to expand this to the second floor. So you can wall this in, just like this, upgrade all of that. If you want to, you can switch this to a vending machine later on, that is up to you. Then let's make our shelf going up here to the next floor. And we can wall this in, and just like so. Put a G door there. Wall that in, and you can feel free to do deployables on this floor however you like. Just make sure you don't put a bamboo shelf here, because the bunker mechanism will be getting in the way of that. Now we're going to get on to making the shell. Also for early game here, you can make a jump up just like that. But now we're going to be getting onto the shell. So we're going to get to the center of this base and turn on symmetry. And then if you come here, you can do /center. Make sure you do the center. And then now we have symmetry on, and we're going to switch it to two-sided. And now if we fly out here and place a foundation, it's going to be rotating on each side. So I'm going to be building this shell here with two-sided symmetry. And you can do that if you like. Early game, if you want, you can switch one of these foundations for your oil refinery, but I'd rather just put it in the compound later on. Coming here, whichever side it does not have the door, so the door is here, so put it on this side. Do 3 triangles just like so. You can put your single door there, and wall it off just like that. And do 2 half walls with a low wall, just like so. Little shelf right there with your 𝐓𝐡𝐞 peak inside right here. And then you can place your ramp just like that with a half wall right here. Hop you up here, we can wall this in, and we can place that there. Just like so. Place down your doors. And then make your door path here. Make sure you do a half wall and a window right here, not a full wall. And then you can just wall this, fill this up with G doors, just like so. And then you can put 2 floors right here. Your base should be looking something like this now, with the entrances going up to the 3rd floor, inner peaks on each side, and into the shell. Coming from here, we are going to, I'm just going to switch this to 4-sided symmetry, boom, 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 boom. And switching it back to 2-sided, just put full walls on every single corner of the base. Now coming here, we can put 3 triangles just like so. Right here, a wall is sparred in, and I like to put a battery, just like that. Then wall this area in, put a shelf, just like this, with 4 boxes in here. And then put a window on that. And you can roof it just like this. Then coming here, I like to place window. So this window is going to be facing this window is going to be facing that side, and this window over here is going to be facing this side. And taking the bamboo shelves, we're going to place them just like that on each side. And then take some windows, placing them there. With some nice little ramps like that. Then take a and then I like to take a shelf here, placing it just like that with a box on top. This just really helps with mobility, letting you jump around. And you can place a door right here. And this is if you quickly want to like seal it across here, like you can close the door to prevent raiders from running across. Seal all this honeycomb in, and I'll start speeding this up a bit. Let's go. Let's just seal everything in here forward like that. Then here, put 2 frames just like so, with half walls and low walls on top of them. Put a frame right there and a floor down. And then each side, you're going to make it facing in a different direction. So this side is going to be facing there, and then this side here. We need to build this part up. This side here is going to be facing there. Going back down, you're going to take a bamboo shelf, putting it in the corner right here on each side. And then take a auto turret and place it on the top just like that. These shelves cost like 4 rockets to blow, so it's not a problem, and raiders will be using HPs. So this is what we are looking at this moment. Now either from here, you can go out and expand to externals if you want, or if you feel like you're going to get raided more early on and you want to get some early peaks on, we can finish up these early game shooting floors to give you more control of the base. So with we're going to switch this to 4-sided symmetry. And going off of these corners, we're going to do triangle, square, triangle, triangle, square. So it should be like that. Triangle, square, triangle, triangle, square. Then do a square, going right back in. Then here we can do 2 low walls. Here, this will fully depend on how the terrain is around your base and how high you did your foundations. So normally I go here, something like this. I place this and it comes back in. But you can see, oh no, I was way too high. So then you go here. I saw that where I placed it was over here. So instead I look down a bit and then I go here, place it, and now we have it perfect. I don't know why I deleted that when my brain was just not braining. So down, boom, boom, and we have it perfect just like that. So then delete the foundation you're standing on, and coming from this free-handed module, go square, triangle, 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 triangle. and just like so. Then you can break all of that, and do full walls and then half walls. To make sure it's connected, this full wall needs to be between 77 and 79% stability. 2 full walls, and then 2 half walls, just like so. And then put windows on all these corners. Some frames going up. And then we can make a little 𝐓𝐡𝐞 𝐂𝐚𝐜 right here. And to be able to actually use a peak, you can take bamboo shelves or some different deployable. And you can place them just like this. And this is not too good, so you can simply pick it back up. And I saw it was a little bit too low, so I placed it a little bit higher, and now it's still looking good. Let's do that on all sides here. And this peak will get better later on once we place the brutalist on top of it. Going from here, we're going to wall in all of this. Right here, we want to place a locker. In here, we are going to place a auto turret. And we are going to put some chain link fence right there. We're going to do a different design actually. Let's put a doorway there. Sorry for the inconvenience, but let's put a doorway there. Wrap it like this. And put a door just like that. Then coming in here, I like to put boxes just like this, giving you a little bit of loot storage on this floor, and you can put a bed in there. But coming out here, let's finish up this floor. Going right here, I like to put 2 beds next to this locker. Putting a double door going from here. Then G doors right here. And then you can just frame this off. Put more G doors or more double doors, that's fully up to you. How you want to do this for is really just up to you and personal preference. 2 beds just like so. Upgrade these frames. And with that, we can now turn back on symmetry and switch it to 2-sided. And then here, I don't know why there is, no, this is because of the 4-sided symmetry, so I apologize for that. I got very confused there for a second. I had 4-sided symmetry on, and I didn't mean to. So coming in here, this is how it should be normally. And then right here, we will put a shelf, just like so. And that is strictly for mobility. And then we can roof all of this in. And make sure you do not put a frame in here. Whatever you do, do not put a frame in here. Because this is so you can nicely wall this in if you're being raided. Now hopping up here, we're going to floor all of this. You can floor all of this just like so. And you can expand it out. Just like this. Putting a double door right there. And a garage door, just like that. And that is pretty much it for their 3rd floor. Now your base is in a very defendable state. Okay, now we're going to add the external / wide gaps onto the base. So turning on 4-sided symmetry, we're going to come off of any parts of the base here or there. And then you can do 3 half moons, so 1 half moon, 2 half moon, 3 half moons, just like so. Cap it off with a triangle, just like that. Then we can break all of the half moons going back towards the base, and we can come in with squares. Just like this, and we can break everything else. Upgrade this here, and do square with 2 frames on the sides. And then from here, we can do square, square, just like so, upgrade with it. And do 1 more square, do not upgrade it. We'll do window right here, triangle, and do triangle, 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 triangle. So 4 triangles coming out of this square. And we can delete all of those, upgrade this one. And this is where our external TCs are going to be on. We can upgrade that just like that. We can wall this in here. Now we're going to do our freehand. If you don't know what freehanding is, it's the way to do the bunkers, basically. How they work is that one side is connected to the TC, while the other side isn't, letting you open it, just like that. So just try and replicate that, but in a lot of a smaller form. So come here, look at it a bit, just like that. Try and keep it the same level as the foundations are. Then just place it like that. You have 78% stability. Check if the cracks aren't too big. The cracks are fine here. 78% stability. It needs to be between 77 and 79. So 77, 78, and 79 stability are all good. So this is fine. I'll do triangle, square, triangle. Coming off of that, break all of that, and then do square. Sorry, do triangle, square, triangle. Coming back in. You can upgrade this here and do that just like so. Make sure on the back side of this TC you do 2 half walls. I'm very sorry for not showing that earlier. Back of this TC part where the TC is, it needs to be 2 half walls. Then we can reconnect it just like this. And then right here, we can break that and it should disconnect just like so. So you can connect it just like this, and if you need to disconnect it, place that just like that and it disconnects. Reconnecting it though, we can upgrade all of this now. Now we have 4 external TCs on the base, looking very nice. And let's finish up our compound really quickly. Now coming off of these 4 parts of the base, still using 4-sided symmetry, we're going to go 1 triangle like this, place a frame on it, and then go 3 out, 1, 2, 3. Then place a triangle on that, and then we can make this little half moon just like so. Upgrade all of these foundations, and right here put 2 half walls, and then seal the rest in here with walls. Then here we can reconnect this there, and this is our anti-siege module, just like that. And if you want to disconnect your anti-siege, place a frame right there, and that will break just like that. Coming from here, we can place a frame right there with 2 walls on top of it. We can encase this here with some low walls, and then place our metal barricades, place some twig, and place our metal barricades just in the dead center of that, just like so. Now coming out from here, we're going to make our 𝐓𝐡𝐞 peaks coming off of the edges, upgrade those. And then put 2 windows here, double door going out here, and then 2 single doors right here with a roof on top. And you place a glass window there, and put 2 single doors, double door going out. Upgrade both of these. You can place 2 small boxes for the 𝐓𝐡𝐞 peaks, and do a half wall, 2 low walls, and then a wall that going back in, another half wall with 2 low walls, and then that going back in. Here we can take the windows, put them on just like so. Put a full wall here, and a half wall right there, and then 2 frames here for chain link fences. And then put some roofs just like this, and then a wall in this whole top bit just like so. And right on here, we can place our auto turrets. Now we are going to want to seal our compound in with high walls as early as possible. So coming in here, in the compound, we want to place a high wall with the wall sticking pretty far out, just like so. Then make it connecting back in just like this. Practice the high wall placements a few times on a server first before you want to do them in game so you do not mess them up. One like that, and then make them coming back in, sticking just like so. Now with that done, we're going to want to place some metal barricades up here. So put low walls here, and then you could do square, triangle, triangle, just like so. And then put your metal barricades coming across here, just like that. Now we can place our large furnaces. You want to place them snug here. But you can come here, and standing on top of these will make it a lot easier. So stand on top of these, try and place it quite far back. Not super far back, but pretty far back. And then place it as high as you can, just like that. And same thing on this side here. Now coming from here, we can build this up. Just like so. But going back here, we will throw a bamboo shelf right here, with a window on top and a bamboo little shelf there so raiders cannot shoot your heads. Then coming around here, you can take whatever you want, some mixing tables, and place them right through here. This will work very nicely. So if anybody is in your outposts or your gatehouses, you can shoot them all. Coming in here, we want to place a wall. And now we are going to be building up to the wide gaps here. So walls with some roofs on them. You can put roofs on these as well, giving you a tiny bit of splash guard. Then we can bring these going up to the shooting floor. Now, we're going to want to bring this section up, so going up from here. Very nice and simple, just like that. Place 2 windows on top of them. Then you can do floors with that right there. And if you want more stability, you can bring it up through here as well. And then place 2 walls right here. And then you can place doors right here and right here. Then if you're having trouble to place your rootless peaks, it's good down here. You can place them super easy from the bottom down here, and then fly back up. You can place them just like that. Then put windows on the peaks. You might want to do that before you do that. Then you can do this. So full half wall it with then windows on top. And going from here, do that, giving you your roof retake angle. And then put 2 windows on these. And then make sure you put glass windows on these. And then I like to do just these. These are mainly for taking attack alley and not for shooting any raiders out of them. Going to floor in these bits nicely. Then coming from here, we'll need to pick where we want our entrance and roof access to go to. So turning it on to 2-sided symmetry instead. We are going to want to go from here. Alot. Okie dokie, so coming from here, this was a small mistake I made. This here has to be a single door. And this here, you can simply wall it all in like this and make this into a loot room. I apologize for messing that up. If you like already like fucked it up and you have a wall here, you can just wall this in and make a doorway right over here and it will be fine. So simply go here, put doorway there, wall this in, and then here, do half wall, and then do a half wall right there, and then do a wall on top, just like that, and then metal this. Same thing on the other side. You want to do a half wall, and then you want to put a roof on top of that, just like so. Then here, you can put a nice little loot room in here, and you can make the loot room like that. You should have this right there though, and just make sure you do the half wall and roof before you do anything else. Anyways, we're going to continue on here. Let's quickly, we can wall all this in here, and get our shooting floor and balling it, and just like so. So with all of that walled in now, we can make our jump ups to roof. So spamming half walls here, and then full walls. And don't forget the door right here. If you did not do the door right here because of my mistake, you can just do door right here. But, well, the proper way is to wall there. We can do this here. And then boom, boom. And just like so. The garage door going to the next floor. Then you can make your roof exit just like this right up here. Fully roof this in. Then going down here, we can window off all of these windows just like this. Put a door there, door right here, and a double door right here to create a little airlock. So our roof should be looking like this. We can on this section here, wall this in. Sorry, I'm just having a little problem here because of my symmetry, so ignore that. And then in here, we want to set one of these to a window, and then we can make a G door path going through here, and then cover it in G doors in here. And back in here, I like to put 2 beds. Let me turn back on symmetry. I like to put 2 beds in here with a locker right there, and wall this part in with then 2 G doors. So very nice. Don't forget to put in braziers on your jump ups there, and our base would be looking something like this here. Also, you can put these with your broodless ramp right there, and some wooden roof bits right there, just like so. Do the same on each side here. And our base should be looking something like this at this point in the video. We can wall this in here. And last thing, make sure you seal up the entire roof. Getting these frames can be a little bit tricky, but they are nice to have. Just do this and seal up the entire roof very simply, just like so. And then here in the shooting floor, we're going to want to place 2 auto turrets. If you can't place them, it's because you need to upgrade it differently. It could be because those are broodless, or because of the ramps. Try switching those to skins. If none of that works, you have to break the ramps, or like you can upgrade one to metal or whatever like that first, and then you are able to place it. Okay, but the base should all be looking like this now. Pretty much done. All we need to do is finish up the roof. So let's put 2 half walls right here with the windows on top of them. These can be pretty tricky to place because the game loves to just force you to try and place them on top. So it can be kind of aids to do. Just try and find the right position like that and then place them. On the opposite side, then do stone. And then same thing over here. Now turning on 4-sided symmetry here, we are going to pillar up to the auto turrets. So we're going to go up to it and make a floor. And if you want to put something on the front here, you can do a peek down and just like this. But then switch this to being a single door. And then we can make our windmill towers spots right up here with our auto turrets. And then on here on the shooting floor, let's wall all of this in. I mean on the roof. Wall all of this in is simply just like so. Place your chain link fence here, so you can place your turret nicely right there, your chain link fence. Then you can wall this bit in just like that. Take your windmill out. You can upgrade all of this here. Place your windmill nicely. Possible, if not, just place the windmill before you do the low walls. Just like that, and then you can low wall this in. This is all just for looks. Boom, boom, boom. Now you have your windmill towers done, and the base is honestly finished. All you gotta do here is a few more things on the roof. So, right here we can upgrade this and put windows on it, just like so. And then broodless peaks. Right here. Same thing right over here. Wall this off. And then place your broodless ramps right there. Then you can put their windows on top, just like that. And then right here, this is dependent on what you want to do. I like to do this though. Going from here, upgrade those, and boom, boom. Just like that. And then you can put low walls on top, so you can't get shot through these peaks at all. And then put some chain link fences right here, because these auto turrets are going to shoot to where you are right now, and nobody can run out of here, and your turrets are just going to hold anybody sitting over here. And that is pretty much it for your roof. You can throw down whatever design you want on the roof, change up the space if you like, as you like, change up, modify it however you like, but that is the entire base design. We got the anti-siege made, the externals, the shooting for, the shell, and everything's built. And I hope you guys like this base design. Hope it serves well for any snowballs or short wipes you guys have, and hope you guys enjoy, and until next time.